From Childhood to Adulthood: The Long-Term Effects of Birth Order on Personal and Professional Lives. Copyright 2024 NLP Radio Inc. Chapter 1: Introduction to Birth Order and Personality. Understanding birth order. Understanding birth order is essential to comprehending how individuals develop their personalities and navigate their roles in both personal and professional spheres. Birth order can significantly influence a child's psychological development, shaping their traits and behaviors based on their position within the family structure. The interplay between birth order is seen as natural leaders. Firstborns tend to be more responsible, achievement-oriented, and organized. These characteristics stem from the expectations placed upon them by parents who often rely on their firstborn to set an example for younger siblings. This sense of responsibility can foster strong leadership skills, as firstborns learn early on to navigate authority and take charge in group settings. However, the pressure to succeed can also lead to perfectionism and anxiety, illustrating the delicate balance of advantages and challenges faced by firstborns. Middle children often grapple with unique dynamics that can shape their personalities in distinct ways. Frequently characterized as the peacemakers in the family, middle children may feel overlooked compared to their older and younger siblings. This perceived neglect can foster a strong sense of independence and adaptability as they learn to carve out their niche within the family. On the other hand, middle children might struggle with feelings of inferiority or a lack of identity, leading them to seek validation through friendships and social networks outside the home. Their ability to navigate complex family relationships often equips them with exceptional empathy and conflict resolution skills, valuable traits that serve them well in adulthood. Youngest children typically embody a more carefree and often attention-seeking disposition. Their position in the family allows them to benefit from the experiences of their older siblings, often resulting in a more relaxed approach to life. Youngest children may develop a strong sense of creativity and spontaneity, as they are often encouraged to explore and experiment without the same level of scrutiny faced by firstborns. However, this can also lead to challenges with self-discipline and responsibility, particularly if their charm and charisma are perceived as ways to avoid accountability. Understanding these dynamics is crucial for recognizing how youngest siblings navigate their relationships and develop their self-esteem. The impact of age gaps between siblings cannot be understated in the context of personality formation. Significant age differences might result in a more parental relationship between older and younger siblings, affecting the younger child's development of independence and social skills. Conversely, siblings close in age may experience more rivalry and competition, which can foster resilience and assertiveness. Additionally, parental perceptions of their children can shift based on birth order and age gaps, influencing how children view themselves and their roles within the family. By acknowledging these nuances, we can better understand how birth order and sibling relationships contribute to the ongoing evolution of personality from childhood into adulthood. The importance of personality development. The importance of personality development cannot be overstated, particularly as it relates to the influence of birth order on both personal and professional lives. Personality traits are often shaped during childhood, with the dynamics between siblings playing a crucial role in this formative process. Understanding how birth order impacts personality development helps illuminate the unique characteristics of individuals, from firstborns to youngest siblings, and even only children. This exploration provides insight into the long-term effects these traits can have on adult life, affecting everything from career choices to interpersonal relationships. Firstborn children often exhibit traits that reflect their position as the eldest sibling. These traits include a strong sense of responsibility, leadership skills, and a tendency toward perfectionism. They are frequently seen as caregivers and role models, which can instill a deep-seated sense of duty. However, The pressure to meet high expectations can also lead to anxiety and fear of failure. As they transition into adulthood, firstborns may find themselves gravitating toward leadership roles, driven by the ingrained belief that they must guide others. This dynamic not only shapes their professional paths but also influences their relationships, often making them more assertive and goal-oriented. Middle children face a unique set of challenges and strengths that significantly shape their personalities. Often perceived as the peacemakers in the family, they navigate the complexities of sibling dynamics, which may lead to feelings of neglect or ambivalence. This position can cultivate a strong sense of empathy and diplomacy, positioning middle children as skilled negotiators in both personal and professional settings. However, their quest for identity can sometimes lead to a sense of being overlooked. By understanding these dynamics, we can appreciate how the middle child's experience fosters resilience and adaptability, traits that are invaluable in adulthood. The youngest children in a family often develop a carefree, playful demeanor that is shaped by their interactions with older siblings. They may be seen as the more attention-seeking members of the family, which can influence their self-esteem and social skills. The youngest often enjoy the benefits of being doted on by older siblings and parents alike, allowing them to develop a sense of creativity and spontaneity. However, this can also lead to challenges in establishing independence as they grow older. Recognizing the impact of these traits helps illuminate how the youngest child's experience may foster a unique blend of charm and vulnerability, traits that play a significant role in their adult relationships and career choices. Only children present another fascinating case in the study of personality development influenced by birth order. Lacking siblings, they often develop distinct traits that reflect their unique upbringing, such as heightened independence and social skills. These children may gravitate towards adult conversations and responsibilities at an early age, which can foster maturity. However, the absence of sibling rivalry and companionship can lead to challenges in social settings, particularly in navigating group dynamics. Understanding the complexities of only children's personalities provides a broader perspective on how family structure influences individual development, ultimately shaping their interactions and relationships throughout life. In summary, the importance of personality development through the lens of birth order reveals a rich tapestry of traits and behaviors that influence individuals from childhood into adulthood. By examining the characteristics associated with firstborns, middle children, youngest siblings, and only children, we begin to understand the intricate ways in which sibling dynamics shape our identities. This knowledge not only informs our understanding of personal growth, but also offers valuable insights into the long-term effects of these early experiences on our professional paths and interpersonal relationships. Overview of long-term effects. The long-term effects of birth order on personality development are a rich field of study that offers insights into how our early family dynamics can shape our adult lives. Birth order, defined by a child's position among their siblings, plays a crucial role in the formation of various personality traits, influencing everything from leadership abilities to interpersonal skills. The foundational premise is that the unique experiences of firstborns, middle children, youngest siblings, and only children can lead to distinct patterns of behavior and personality traits that manifest throughout their lives. Understanding these dynamics can provide clarity on personal relationships and professional interactions as individuals navigate adulthood. Firstborn children, often seen as the natural leaders of the family, typically exhibit traits such as responsibility, conscientiousness, and assertiveness. From a young age, they may take on parental roles, influencing their ability to lead and manage others later in life. These individuals often strive for achievement and may feel pressure to succeed, which can foster a strong work ethic. However, this drive for perfection can also lead to issues such as anxiety or fear of failure. Over time, These early experiences contribute to a firstborn's adult personality, often making them more inclined to pursue leadership roles in their careers and maintain structured, organized lives. Middle children often navigate a more complex set of dynamics, frequently feeling overshadowed by their older siblings while also striving to carve out their unique identities. This middle position can lead to both challenges and strengths, including feelings of neglect or being the peacemaker in family conflicts. While they may struggle with feelings of inadequacy, middle children are often adaptable and skilled at negotiation, equipping them with valuable social skills that can benefit them in both personal and professional relationships. Their experiences can lead to a well-rounded personality that values cooperation and teamwork, traits that are essential in many collaborative work environments. Youngest siblings are frequently characterized by their carefree, playful nature and tendency to seek attention. Often viewed as the baby of the family, they may develop traits that foster sociability and creativity. These children often enjoy the freedom to explore and experiment without the weight of responsibility that their older siblings experience. However, this quest for attention can also lead to challenges with self-esteem and feelings of inadequacy in more serious situations. As they transition into adulthood, these traits can influence their career choices, often gravitating toward roles that allow for creativity and self-expression, albeit sometimes with a struggle for independence. Only children present a unique case, as their upbringing often lacks the sibling rivalry and dynamics that shape the experiences of those with brothers or sisters. They may develop strong independence and self-reliance, but this can come with challenges in social situations and the ability to share or cooperate with peers. The absence of siblings can lead to a more mature perspective early on, but it can also result in difficulty navigating group dynamics later in life. The long-term effects of being an only child can manifest in various ways in adulthood, influencing both personal relationships and career paths, often leading them to seek validation through achievement and social connections. The influence of age gaps between siblings further complicates the birth order narrative, as these differences can lead to altered family dynamics and personality development. For instance, significant age differences may result in different parenting styles for each child, or create a mentorship dynamic that impacts how siblings relate to one another. Additionally, cultural perceptions of birth order and gender interactions among siblings can further shape personality traits. Understanding these factors is essential in grasping the full spectrum of how birth order affects personality development, enabling individuals to better navigate their own lives and relationships in adulthood. Chapter 2: Firstborn Personality Traits. Characteristics of firstborn children. Firstborn children often exhibit a range of distinctive personality traits that set them apart from their siblings. Research suggests that these traits are largely influenced by their position in the family hierarchy and the expectations placed upon them. Firstborns frequently take on leadership roles within the family dynamic, driven by a sense of responsibility and a desire to please their parents. This inclination towards leadership can manifest in various aspects of their lives, from their social interactions to their career choices, establishing a pattern that often continues into adulthood. One of the most prominent characteristics of firstborn children is their high level of conscientiousness. They are typically seen as organized, reliable, and achievement-oriented individuals. These traits stem from the expectations placed on them by their parents, who often view them as role models for their younger siblings. As a result, firstborns may develop a strong work ethic and a sense of duty that compels them to excel academically and professionally. This drive can lead to significant achievements, but it may also create pressure that can be challenging to manage over time. In addition to their conscientiousness, firstborns often display strong problem-solving skills and a tendency to take initiative. These qualities can make them effective leaders in both personal and professional settings. Their ability to assess situations critically and make informed decisions can lead to success in various fields. However, this desire to lead can sometimes result in competitiveness, especially in family settings where sibling rivalry may occur. The need to establish their authority and maintain their status as the responsible one can create tension among siblings, shaping their interpersonal relationships in complex ways. Firstborns may also experience a unique relationship with their parents, who often view them as the experiment of parenting. This dynamic can lead to a higher level of attention and involvement from parents, which can foster a strong sense of self-awareness and identity in firstborns. However, this can also result in heightened expectations and pressure to conform to parental ideals. As they grow older, firstborns may grapple with the challenge of balancing their own aspirations with the expectations set upon them, influencing their long-term emotional well-being and self-esteem. Overall, the characteristics of firstborn children are multifaceted, shaped by their upbringing, family dynamics, and the expectations they encounter. Understanding these traits not only provides insight into their behaviors and choices, but also highlights the broader implications of birth order on personality formation. As firstborns transition into adulthood, the traits and skills they develop can have lasting effects on their personal relationships, career trajectories, and overall life satisfaction, underscoring the significance of birth order in the journey from childhood to adulthood. Leadership skills and responsibility. Leadership skills and responsibilities are profoundly influenced by the dynamics of birth order among siblings. Firstborn children often emerge as natural leaders, a result of their early experiences of being in a position of authority within the family. They typically take on responsibilities at a young age, whether it is through helping with chores or caring for younger siblings. This early exposure to leadership roles cultivates traits such as decisiveness, organizational skills, and a strong sense of duty. As firstborns navigate their roles, they learn to balance authority and compassion, skills that often translate into their professional lives, where they may assume leadership positions with confidence and integrity. In contrast, middle children often face unique challenges that can shape their leadership capabilities differently. Frequently feeling overshadowed by their older siblings, middle children may develop strong negotiation and conflict resolution skills as they strive to find their place in the family hierarchy. Their position often makes them adept at mediation, nurturing a natural inclination toward peacemaking. This experience can foster resilience and adaptability, equipping them with the ability to manage diverse opinions and create harmony in group settings. While they may not always seek leadership roles, their experiences can lead them to become collaborative leaders who value teamwork and inclusivity. Youngest siblings, often described as the free spirits of the family, display a different set of leadership traits. With fewer responsibilities placed upon them, they may develop a more relaxed and creative approach to challenges. This carefree nature can sometimes be misinterpreted as inconsistency, but it often masks a keen ability to think outside the box and take risks. Youngest children may thrive in environments that require innovation and adaptability, showcasing their potential as leaders in creative fields or entrepreneurial ventures. Their desire for attention can drive their ambitions, motivating them to stand out and assert themselves in various social and professional contexts. Only children, who grow up without siblings, experience a distinct developmental pathway that significantly influences their leadership skills and sense of responsibility. They often receive undivided attention from their parents, which can lead to heightened self-confidence and strong verbal skills. However, this can also result in challenges with social skills, as they may have fewer opportunities to engage in sibling rivalry or cooperative play. As they transition into adulthood, only children often find themselves in leadership roles where their assertiveness and independence shine. Their singular focus on personal achievements can sometimes translate into a strong drive to succeed, though they may need to develop collaboration skills that come more naturally to those with siblings. The age gaps between siblings also play a crucial role in shaping leadership skills and responsibilities. Larger age differences can create a dynamic where older siblings take on a more pronounced caregiver role, influencing their leadership style to be more nurturing and protective. Conversely, younger siblings may adopt a more independent approach as they learn to navigate life with less direct guidance. Understanding these dynamics is essential for recognizing how sibling relationships inform leadership qualities and responsibilities throughout life. By examining the interplay of birth order, age gaps, and their implications for personal development, we gain valuable insights into the foundation of leadership skills that carry into adulthood. Impact on relationships and career choices. The influence of birth order on relationships and career choices is a fascinating area of study that reveals how early familial dynamics shape individuals long into adulthood. Each birth position within a family unit carries with it a unique set of characteristics that not only affect personal relationships but also guide career aspirations and professional interactions. Firstborn children, for instance, often take on leadership roles early in life, cultivating a sense of responsibility that extends into their adult relationships and professional environments. This inclination to lead can manifest in various ways, including a tendency to take initiative in group settings and a strong desire to achieve, which in turn can foster both positive and challenging relationships with peers and superiors. In contrast, middle children frequently navigate a complex web of dynamics that can influence their adult relationships. Often feeling overshadowed or neglected, they may develop unique strategies for connection and conflict resolution. These children often become adept at mediating disputes, which can lead to strong teamwork skills in their careers. However, the feeling of being the forgotten child can also lead to challenges in self-esteem and assertiveness. As adults, middle children may find themselves struggling to assert their needs in both personal and professional relationships, impacting their career pathways and the types of roles they pursue. Youngest siblings, characterized by their carefree or attention-seeking traits, often find themselves in a different relational landscape. The dynamics of being the baby of the family can lead to a heightened sense of creativity and a more relaxed approach to challenges. However, this can also result in difficulties with authority and discipline, which can affect their professional lives. In relationships, youngest children might gravitate towards partners who exhibit more stability, seeking balance with their spontaneous nature. Their quest for validation and attention can lead to strong interpersonal connections, though they may also encounter challenges in maintaining long-term commitments. Only children, on the other hand, face a distinct set of dynamics regarding relationships and career choices. Growing up without siblings often fosters greater independence and self-reliance, which can translate into strong leadership qualities in the workplace. However, the absence of sibling interactions can also result in challenges with social skills and the ability to navigate group dynamics. In relationships, only children may seek deeper connections but might struggle with sharing space and attention, influencing their choice of partners and friendships. Their upbringing often encourages them to pursue excellence, but they may also grapple with unrealistic expectations in both personal and professional realms. Lastly, significant age gaps between siblings introduce another layer of complexity to understanding the impact of birth order. Older siblings often take on nurturing roles, which can influence their career choices in fields such as education or healthcare. Conversely, younger siblings may develop a stronger sense of independence and creativity due to the absence of immediate competition. The interplay of these age differences can lead to varied personality traits that influence relationship dynamics and career paths. Understanding the implications of birth order allows individuals to recognize their strengths and challenges, ultimately guiding them in their personal and professional lives. Chapter 3: Middle Child Dynamics. Unique challenges faced by middle children. Middle children often find themselves navigating a complex landscape of familial dynamics, which can present unique challenges that shape their personalities and relationships. Positioned between older and younger siblings, they may experience feelings of being overlooked or undervalued, a phenomenon sometimes referred to as middle child syndrome. This sense of neglect can lead to a longing for attention and recognition, motivating middle children to develop distinct coping mechanisms and personality traits. Unlike their firstborn counterparts, who often take on leadership roles, or the youngest siblings, who may attract attention through charm or mischief, middle children frequently become adept at negotiation and compromise, serving as mediators within their family units. One of the most significant challenges faced by middle children is the struggle for identity and recognition. In a family where the firstborn is often seen as the trailblazer and the youngest as the free spirit, middle children can feel like they exist in the shadows. This can lead to a sense of invisibility, where their achievements and personalities may not receive the same acknowledgement as those of their siblings. As a result, middle children may develop a strong sense of empathy and social awareness, striving to foster harmony among their siblings and often becoming the peacemakers in family disputes. This role can be both a strength and a burden, as they may feel responsible for maintaining familial relationships while grappling with their own need for validation. Middle children also face the challenge of balancing their relationships with both older and younger siblings. They often find themselves in a position where they must adapt their behavior to meet the expectations of both sides. This adaptability can lead to a diverse skill set in communication and conflict resolution, as they learn to navigate the differing needs and personalities of their siblings. However, this constant adjustment can also lead to internal conflict, where middle children may struggle to assert their own needs and desires, fearing that doing so might disrupt the family harmony they work hard to maintain. Another unique aspect of being a middle child is the potential for developing a strong sense of independence. While they may not receive the same level of attention as their siblings, middle children often learn to advocate for themselves and seek out their own interests. This independence can foster creativity and resourcefulness, as they often have to carve out their own niche within the family. The lack of a fixed role can encourage them to explore diverse interests, leading to a well-rounded personality that is adaptable and resilient in the face of challenges. Finally, the long-term effects of being a middle child can extend into adulthood, influencing their personal and professional lives. The traits developed during childhood, such as negotiation skills, empathy, and independence, can serve them well in various career paths, particularly those that require collaboration and diplomacy. However, the lingering feelings of being overlooked can also impact their self-esteem and relationships in adulthood. Understanding these unique challenges faced by middle children is essential, as it provides insight into how their birth order shapes not only their childhood experiences, but also their development into well-rounded individuals in society. Strengths of middle children in family dynamics. Middle children occupy a unique position in family dynamics, often characterized by their distinct strengths and challenges. As they navigate their roles in families typically dominated by older and younger siblings, middle children frequently develop a set of traits that can significantly influence their personality and relationships. This subchapter explores the strengths that middle children bring to family interactions, emphasizing their adaptability, negotiation skills, and capacity for empathy. One of the most notable strengths of middle children is their ability to adapt to various situations. Positioned between a responsible firstborn and a more carefree youngest sibling, middle children often learn to navigate differing expectations and behaviors. This experience cultivates their flexibility, allowing them to adjust their responses based on the dynamics at play. As a result, middle children tend to become adept at finding common ground and thriving in diverse environments, a skill that often translates into their adult lives and professional settings. In addition to adaptability, middle children frequently emerge as skilled negotiators and peacemakers within their families. Given their role in mediating between siblings, they often develop a keen sense of empathy and an understanding of different perspectives. This ability to see multiple sides of a situation not only helps to diffuse conflicts but also fosters stronger relationships among family members. In adulthood, these negotiation skills can be invaluable, as they enable middle children to build consensus in team settings and maintain harmony in personal relationships. Another strength associated with middle children is their independence. While firstborns often shoulder the burden of responsibility and youngest siblings may seek constant attention, middle children typically learn to carve out their own space. This independence can lead to a strong sense of self-reliance, as they become accustomed to advocating for their own needs and interests. In professional environments, this trait can foster innovative thinking and a willingness to take risks, as middle children are often unafraid to explore new ideas and challenge the status quo. Furthermore, the experiences of middle children can instill a profound sense of resilience. Often feeling overlooked or overshadowed by their siblings, they learn to cultivate their strengths in the face of adversity. This resilience not only contributes to their emotional intelligence, but also equips them to handle challenges in life more adeptly. In both personal and professional realms, this resilience manifests as a capacity to bounce back from setbacks, adapt to changing circumstances, and maintain a positive outlook. In summary, middle children possess a unique array of strengths that significantly influence their family dynamics and personal development. Their adaptability, negotiation skills, independence, and resilience equip them to navigate complex relationships both within the family and beyond. Understanding these strengths enriches our appreciation of how birth order shapes personality, offering valuable insights into the long-term effects of sibling positions on individual lives. The role of peacemaking and compromise. In understanding the complex dynamics of personality formation, the role of peacemaking and compromise emerges as a crucial factor influenced by birth order. This subchapter delves into how these skills manifest differently among firstborns, middle children, youngest siblings, and only children, ultimately shaping their interactions with others. Peacemaking and compromise are not merely social skills. They are central to how individuals navigate relationships throughout their lives. The way siblings learn to resolve conflicts and negotiate differences can significantly affect their personality development and long-term relational patterns. Firstborn children often find themselves in leadership roles, which can come with a heightened sense of responsibility. This responsibility may compel them to act as mediators in conflicts, particularly between younger siblings. Their inclination to take charge can result in a strong sense of fairness and justice, driving them to seek resolutions that maintain harmony within the family unit. However, this tendency can also lead to stress, as firstborns may feel burdened by the need to maintain peace. Their experiences in negotiating compromises can cultivate skills that are beneficial in professional settings, where leadership and collaboration are paramount. Middle children frequently assume the role of the peacemaker due to the dynamics of their position, often feeling overshadowed by their older siblings and given less attention than the youngest. Middle children may develop a keen sensitivity to the emotions of others. This awareness can foster strong negotiation skills as they strive to mediate disputes and create a sense of balance in family interactions. The challenge of asserting their own identity while also catering to the needs of others can lead to a unique blend of empathy and resilience. These traits can translate into effective teamwork and conflict resolution abilities in adulthood, allowing middle children to thrive in collaborative environments. Youngest children, on the other hand, may approach peacemaking from a different angle. Their often carefree and attention-seeking nature might predispose them to avoid conflict or seek validation through humor and charm. While they may not always engage in compromise as readily as their older siblings, their adaptability and creativity can serve as effective tools in resolving disputes. The youngest child's experiences can lead to a more relaxed approach to conflict, prioritizing relationships over rigid outcomes. Over time, this can result in a personality that values connection and cooperation, traits that are advantageous in both personal and professional contexts. Only children, lacking sibling dynamics, often learn about compromise and peacemaking through interactions with peers and adults. Their experiences may cultivate independence, but they can also lead to challenges in negotiating relationships where compromise is essential. The absence of sibling rivalry or collaboration can mean that only children have to seek out these skills in other environments, such as school or extracurricular activities. As they mature, their ability to engage in compromise becomes critical for establishing healthy relationships and professional networks. Understanding how these dynamics play out across different birth orders sheds light on the broader implications for personality development and interpersonal skills. Chapter 4: Youngest Child Characteristics. Traits commonly associated with youngest siblings. The youngest siblings in a family often exhibit a distinct set of traits and behaviors that can significantly shape their personality and interpersonal dynamics. Commonly characterized as carefree, sociable, and attention-seeking, these attributes can stem from their position within the family hierarchy. Youngest children frequently enjoy the benefits of being the baby of the family, which can lead to being more pampered or doted upon by parents and older siblings. This attention can foster a sense of confidence and creativity, as they often feel encouraged to express themselves and explore their interests without the same level of responsibility typically expected of firstborns. One characteristic often associated with youngest siblings is their ability to charm and engage with others. Their sociability can be attributed to their interactions with older siblings, from whom they learn to navigate social dynamics and playfulness. Youngest children often develop strong communication skills as they adapt to the nuances of family interactions and learn to assert themselves in a competitive environment. This social adeptness can extend beyond family boundaries, influencing their relationships with peers and contributing to their overall self-esteem. While the advantages of being the youngest are notable, there are also challenges that can arise. Youngest siblings may grapple with feelings of inadequacy or the need to prove themselves, especially if they perceive their older siblings as accomplished or established. This desire for recognition can manifest as attention-seeking behavior, as they strive to carve out their own identity within a family that may already have well-defined roles for its older members. Consequently, this ongoing quest for validation can impact their self-esteem, leading them to seek external affirmation in various aspects of their lives. Moreover, the dynamics of being the youngest can cultivate a sense of resilience and adaptability. Youngest siblings often learn to navigate conflicts and negotiate for their needs in ways that are different from their older siblings. This can translate into a unique skill set that enhances their problem-solving abilities and willingness to take risks. They may become more innovative and open-minded, frequently drawing inspiration from their older siblings while also challenging the status quo established by them. Ultimately, the traits commonly associated with youngest siblings play a crucial role in shaping their long-term personality development and life experiences. The interplay of being nurtured yet competitive, carefree yet ambitious, equips them with a diverse set of skills that can be advantageous in both personal and professional realms. As they transition into adulthood, these attributes can influence their career paths, relationships, and overall worldview, illustrating how birth order impacts not just childhood but the entirety of a person's life journey. Attention-seeking behaviors and self-esteem. Attention-seeking behaviors are often linked to self-esteem, particularly in the context of birth order and sibling dynamics. For many children, the need for recognition and validation can be amplified by their position in the family hierarchy. Firstborns, for instance, may develop a sense of responsibility and leadership that can sometimes manifest as a desire to be acknowledged for their efforts. Conversely, youngest siblings, often described as more carefree and adventurous, may engage in attention-seeking behaviors as a strategy to carve out their identity within the family and gain parental approval. Understanding these dynamics sheds light on how birth order influences self-esteem and the various ways individuals seek affirmation. Middle children often face unique challenges that can affect their self-esteem and attention-seeking behaviors. Positioned between older and younger siblings, middle children frequently find themselves striving for attention in a crowded family dynamic. This can lead to feelings of neglect or invisibility, prompting some to develop attention-seeking strategies to assert their presence. At the same time, middle children may also embrace the role of peacemaker, which can foster a deep sense of empathy and collaboration. This duality in their behavior highlights the complex relationship between birth order, self-esteem, and the need for recognition in familial settings. The youngest child in the family often exhibits characteristics that are closely tied to attention-seeking behaviors. These children may engage in playful antics or bold actions to stand out among their siblings, as they are accustomed to a dynamic where older siblings often take the lead. While this behavior can bolster their self-esteem through immediate validation, it can also lead to challenges in developing a balanced sense of self-worth. The quest for attention can sometimes overshadow their ability to cultivate independence, creating a reliance on external validation that can persist into adulthood. Thus, understanding the motivations behind such behaviors is crucial for fostering healthy self-esteem. Only children, on the other hand, experience a different dynamic when it comes to self-esteem and attention-seeking behaviors. Lacking siblings to compete with for attention, only children may develop a strong sense of self and independence. However, they can also exhibit heightened attention-seeking behaviors as they navigate social interactions with peers, often seeking affirmation through friendships or other external relationships. Their unique upbringing can lead to a blend of traits typically associated with both firstborns and youngest children, resulting in distinct personality formations that influence their self-esteem and social skills. When considering the broader context of age gaps between siblings, the effects on attention-seeking behaviors and self-esteem become even more pronounced. Significant age differences can create disparities in emotional support and attention distribution, shaping how each child develops their identity within the family. Older siblings may become caretakers, while younger siblings might feel the need to assert themselves more forcefully to gain recognition. These dynamics not only influence individual self-esteem but also set the stage for long-term personality development, affecting how children navigate relationships, careers, and their sense of self-worth in adulthood. Understanding these patterns is essential for fostering healthy self-esteem and mitigating the potential negative effects of attention-seeking behaviors across different birth orders. Impact on social skills and relationships. The impact of birth order on social skills and relationships is a nuanced topic that highlights how the position of a child among their siblings influences their interactions with others. Firstborns, often seen as natural leaders, typically develop strong communication skills and a sense of responsibility from an early age. These traits can lead to healthier relationships in adulthood, as firstborns may take on caretaking roles and exhibit a nurturing attitude toward friends and family. However, their tendency to be authoritative can sometimes create challenges in their relationships, particularly when it comes to accepting collaboration or sharing responsibilities. Middle children often navigate a unique space within the family dynamic, balancing the roles of both older and younger siblings. This position can foster strong negotiation and mediation skills, as middle children frequently find themselves acting as peacemakers. However, they may also experience feelings of neglect, which can lead to issues with self-esteem and social anxiety. These dynamics can impact their relationships outside the family, as middle children might struggle to assert themselves or feel invisible in larger social contexts. Despite these challenges, many middle children develop resilience and adaptability, which can enhance their ability to form meaningful connections. Youngest children typically exhibit characteristics that make them more playful and sociable, often seeking attention and approval from their family and peers. Their carefree nature can lend itself to a vibrant social life, as they are generally more willing to take risks and engage in social interactions. However, this desire for attention can sometimes lead to challenges in developing self-discipline and a sense of responsibility. In adulthood, youngest children may find themselves grappling with self-esteem issues if they struggle to transition from being the baby of the family to more independent roles in professional and personal settings. Only children present a different dynamic, as their upbringing often revolves around adult interactions rather than sibling relationships. This can lead to enhanced verbal skills and a strong sense of independence. However, the lack of sibling competition can also result in difficulties with sharing and conflict resolution, as only children may not have had as many opportunities to practice these skills in childhood. Consequently, their relationships can be deeply affected by their need for control and their comfort with solitary activities, which may hinder their ability to connect with others in social settings. Lastly, significant age gaps between siblings can create diverse personality outcomes that influence social skills. Older siblings may take on more prominent roles in mentoring and guiding their younger counterparts, leading to a dynamic of dependence that can shape the younger siblings' social interactions. Conversely, the younger siblings may develop a sense of independence early on, as they navigate life without direct competition. Understanding these varying dynamics across birth order not only sheds light on individual personality traits, but also emphasizes the importance of recognizing these influences in shaping interpersonal relationships throughout life. Chapter 5. Only Children and Personality Development. Characteristics of only children. Only children often exhibit a unique set of personality traits shaped by their singular upbringing. Lacking siblings, they tend to develop distinct characteristics that can influence their social interactions, self-perception, and independence. Research indicates that only children frequently become more self-reliant and mature earlier than their peers. This independence often stems from an environment where they are the sole focus of their parents' attention, allowing them to explore their interests and develop a strong sense of self without the distractions or competition that siblings might introduce. One notable trait of only children is their advanced verbal skills. Without siblings to interact with regularly, they often engage more with adults, leading to greater exposure to language and social nuances. This can result in them being articulate and expressive, qualities that can benefit them in both personal and professional settings. However, the flip side of this advanced communication skill can be a tendency toward perfectionism, as only children may feel pressured to meet the expectations placed upon them by their parents. This pressure can sometimes translate into stress or anxiety, especially if they perceive their accomplishments as the sole measure of family pride. Social skills in only children can vary significantly. Some may develop strong interpersonal skills, having learned to navigate adult conversations from a young age. However, the absence of sibling dynamics can also lead to challenges in peer relationships. Only children might struggle with sharing, compromise, or conflict resolution, skills typically honed through sibling interactions. As a result, only children may find themselves in a position where they need to consciously develop these skills in social situations, particularly during their formative years when peer relationships become increasingly important. Independence is another defining characteristic of only children. While they often thrive in environments where they can explore their interests without distraction, this independence may lead to feelings of loneliness or isolation. The lack of a built-in support system that siblings might provide can be a double-edged sword. Although they may excel in solo pursuits, only children might face difficulties in collaborative settings, where the ability to work alongside others is crucial. This can impact their adaptability in group dynamics, whether in academic settings or later in the workplace. In summary, The characteristics of only children reflect a complex interplay of independence, social skills, and personal development. Their upbringing can foster maturity and articulate communication, but it can also result in challenges related to peer interactions and collaborative experiences. Understanding these traits provides valuable insight into how birth order influences personality formation, particularly for those growing up without siblings. As we delve deeper into the nuances of birth order, recognizing the unique attributes of only children enriches our comprehension of how familial structures shape individual lives. Influence of lack of sibling interaction. The influence of a lack of sibling interaction can have profound effects on an individual's personality development, particularly for only children. Without siblings to engage with, only children often develop distinct personality traits that set them apart from those with siblings. The absence of regular sibling rivalry or companionship can lead to an increased sense of independence and self-reliance. However, it can also contribute to challenges in social skills and emotional regulation, as they may not have had the opportunity to navigate the complexities of sibling relationships during formative years. Only children frequently exhibit traits such as maturity and responsibility, often taking on roles typically associated with older siblings. This phenomenon can be attributed to the fact that they receive undivided attention from their parents, allowing them to develop a strong sense of self. However, this intense focus can also lead to pressure to excel, resulting in perfectionism and heightened anxiety. The lack of sibling interactions may limit their exposure to diverse perspectives and conflict resolution strategies, which are typically learned through sibling dynamics. In contrast, the experience of middle children, who often feel overshadowed by their older siblings, highlights the importance of sibling interaction in personality development. Middle children may become adept at communication and negotiation, often assuming the role of peacemakers in familial disputes. Their experiences can lead to unique strengths in empathy and social skills, countering the potential feelings of neglect that can arise from being caught between siblings. The lack of sibling interactions can detract from opportunities for middle children to hone these skills, potentially affecting their ability to assert themselves in social situations. The dynamics of sibling interactions are also crucial for youngest children, who often benefit from learning through the experiences of their older siblings. They may develop a carefree attitude and a desire for attention, partially as a response to the established roles of their siblings. Without siblings, youngest children might miss out on learning how to navigate competition or collaboration, which can impact their self-esteem and interpersonal skills. The presence or absence of sibling interaction can significantly shape how they perceive their role within a family and their approach to peer relationships. Ultimately, the influence of a lack of sibling interaction extends beyond childhood, impacting long-term personality development and adult behavior. Individuals without siblings may find themselves more comfortable in solitary pursuits or struggle with team dynamics in professional settings. Understanding these nuances emphasizes the importance of sibling relationships in shaping personality traits and social competencies. As childhood experiences, including sibling interactions, play a pivotal role in personality formation, recognizing these dynamics can provide valuable insights into the complexities of human behavior throughout life. Social skills and independence. Social skills and independence are significantly influenced by a child's birth order, shaping personality traits and interpersonal dynamics that extend into adulthood. The role of siblings in a child's life cannot be understated, as each position within the family unit brings unique experiences that contribute to how children learn to navigate social situations and develop a sense of autonomy. Firstborns, middle children, youngest siblings, and only children each exhibit distinct social skills and levels of independence, often shaped by their interactions with siblings and parents. Firstborn children typically exhibit strong leadership qualities and a heightened sense of responsibility, often taking on roles that require them to manage their younger siblings. This early responsibility can foster independence, as firstborns learn to navigate challenges and make decisions from a young age. However, they may also experience pressure to conform to parental expectations, which can impact their social interactions. The combination of leadership skills and the need for validation can lead to a complex relationship with independence, where firstborns may struggle to balance their desire for approval with their need to assert their individuality. Middle children often find themselves in a unique position that can either hinder or enhance their social skills. Frequently overlooked compared to their older and younger siblings, middle children may develop a strong sense of empathy, acting as peacemakers in family conflicts. This role can enhance their social abilities as they learn to navigate diverse personalities and perspectives. However, feelings of neglect or being overshadowed can lead to challenges in asserting independence, as middle children may struggle to carve out their own identity apart from their siblings. Understanding these dynamics can help middle children harness their strengths and develop greater self-confidence. Youngest children are typically characterized by their carefree nature and desire for attention. This position often encourages creativity and sociability, as they tend to be more outgoing and willing to take risks. However, the attention-seeking behavior associated with youngest siblings can sometimes mask underlying insecurities, impacting their self-esteem and independence. As they grow, youngest children may need to consciously work on developing self-sufficiency, learning to balance their social skills with the ability to stand on their own. The interplay between seeking external validation and fostering personal independence can be a defining aspect of their personality development. Only children experience a different set of dynamics that shape their social skills and independence. Without siblings, they often receive undivided attention from parents, which can enhance their confidence and communication skills. However, the lack of sibling interaction may also limit their experiences in negotiating conflicts and sharing, which are crucial aspects of social development. As they transition into adulthood, only children may find themselves needing to consciously seek out social interactions and collaborative experiences to cultivate their independence effectively. Understanding these nuances can help only children leverage their strengths while addressing potential gaps in their social skill set. The age gaps between siblings also play a critical role in shaping social skills and independence. Significant age differences can create a dynamic where older siblings take on a mentor-like role, fostering a sense of guidance for younger siblings. This can lead to enhanced independence in younger children, who benefit from the experience of their older counterparts. Conversely, large age gaps may result in less interaction, potentially limiting the younger sibling's social development. Exploring these dynamics provides valuable insights into how family structures influence personality formation and the development of vital social skills that carry into adulthood. Chapter 6: Age Gaps and Personality Formation. Effects of Significant Age Differences. The dynamics of sibling relationships can be profoundly influenced by the age differences between siblings, which play a significant role in shaping individual personalities. When siblings are spaced apart by several years, their developmental stages often differ markedly, leading to unique interactions and experiences that can impact personality formation. These age differences can create distinct roles within the family, affecting how each child perceives themselves and their relationships with others. For instance, an older sibling may assume a leadership role, while a younger sibling may look up to them for guidance, fostering a mentorship dynamic that shapes their respective character traits. Firstborn children, often characterized by their leadership qualities and sense of responsibility, frequently benefit from the presence of younger siblings. The age gap allows firstborns to take on nurturing roles, which can enhance their assertiveness and organizational skills. This often translates to a strong sense of duty, as they may feel responsible for their younger siblings' well-being. However, This responsibility can also lead to pressure and anxiety, particularly if the firstborn perceives the need to be a role model. The implications of being the oldest are compounded when there is a significant age difference, allowing them the opportunity to grow into their leadership roles more fully before their younger siblings reach similar developmental stages. Conversely, middle children, who may find themselves caught between older and younger siblings, often experience a unique set of challenges and advantages. In families with significant age gaps, middle children may feel overshadowed or neglected, as the firstborn receives attention for their accomplishments and the youngest garners affection for their innocence. However, this position can foster resilience and adaptability, as middle children often become skilled at negotiation and conflict resolution. They may develop a strong sense of empathy and a desire to maintain harmony within the family, which can be beneficial in their personal and professional relationships later in life. Youngest children, on the other hand, may exhibit carefree and attention-seeking behaviors, often influenced by their older siblings' established patterns of behavior. When there are considerable age differences, youngest siblings may experience a more relaxed environment, as parents may be less strict and more lenient with their last child. This absence of pressure can enhance their creativity and spontaneity, but it may also lead to challenges in developing independence and self-discipline. The youngest child's desire for attention can manifest in various ways, potentially impacting their self-esteem and ability to navigate social situations effectively. Ultimately, significant age differences among siblings contribute to a rich tapestry of personality development and family dynamics. These differences can foster a range of experiences that shape how individuals relate to one another and themselves. Understanding these dynamics is crucial for parents and caregivers, as it emphasizes the importance of recognizing each child's unique needs and contributions within the family unit. By acknowledging the effects of age gaps on personality formation, families can cultivate environments that support the growth and development of each sibling, leading to healthier relationships and more resilient individuals. Impact on family dynamics. The impact of birth order on family dynamics is a multifaceted topic that reveals how the position of a child in the sibling hierarchy can shape not only their personality traits, but also the overall relationships within the family. Firstborn children often emerge as natural leaders, shouldering responsibilities from an early age. This inclination to take charge can create a dynamic where they are viewed as role models, setting expectations for younger siblings. The pressure to excel can also foster a sense of competitiveness, which may lead to friction between siblings as they navigate their roles within the family unit. Understanding these dynamics is crucial in comprehending how firstborns assert themselves and how their actions influence family interactions. Middle children often find themselves in a unique position, balancing the expectations placed upon them by older siblings and the attention-seeking behaviors of younger ones. This can lead to feelings of neglect, as middle children may struggle to carve out their own identity amid the stronger personalities around them. However, their position also allows them to develop essential skills in negotiation and diplomacy, often becoming the peacemakers in family conflicts. The dynamics of being a middle child can significantly impact their self-esteem and social skills, affecting how they relate to others both within and outside the family context. For youngest children, their position in the birth order often cultivates a carefree and adventurous spirit. Youngest siblings frequently seek attention and validation, which can manifest in various ways, including playful behavior or risk-taking. While this can enhance their creativity and willingness to explore, it may also lead to challenges in self-discipline and responsibility. The family dynamics surrounding the youngest child can create an environment that is permissive, yet this can also mean they may struggle with feelings of inadequacy or the need to prove themselves as they grow older. Only children experience a different set of dynamics altogether, often enjoying undivided attention from parents. This environment can foster independence and self-sufficiency, However, it may also lead to challenges in socialization, as they lack the daily interactions that come with sibling relationships. The absence of siblings means that only children may miss out on developing conflict resolution skills and learning to share from an early age. As they transition into adulthood, these dynamics can play a significant role in shaping their interpersonal relationships and workplace interactions. Lastly, the age gaps between siblings introduce another layer of complexity to family dynamics. Significant age differences can mean that siblings grow up in different family environments, leading to varying perceptions and expectations. This can result in distinct personality formations, as older siblings may take on more parental roles, while younger ones may receive different forms of attention and guidance. The interplay of these factors shapes not only individual personalities, but also the collective family dynamics that influence emotional bonds and the development of relational skills across the lifespan. Understanding these nuances can provide valuable insights into the long-term effects of birth order on personal and professional lives. Individual personality development. The formation of personality during childhood is a complex interplay of various factors, with birth order standing out as a significant influence. Each child's position within the family hierarchy can shape their traits, behaviors, and perspectives in distinct ways. Firstborn children often emerge as natural leaders, characterized by a strong sense of responsibility and a desire to achieve. This drive is likely rooted in the expectations placed upon them by parents and the need to set an example for younger siblings. Their experiences of being the first to navigate new life stages foster a sense of independence and self-assuredness, which can translate into effective leadership skills later in life. Middle children frequently navigate a unique set of dynamics that can influence their personal development. Often overshadowed by their older siblings, they may develop feelings of neglect or invisibility. However, these challenges can also cultivate remarkable strengths, such as adaptability and conflict resolution skills. Middle children often take on the role of peacemakers within the family, learning to mediate disputes and foster harmony. This ability to empathize and connect with others can be a significant advantage in their personal and professional relationships, allowing them to thrive in collaborative environments. Youngest children typically exhibit characteristics that stem from their position as the baby of the family. They are often perceived as carefree and more attention-seeking, traits that can be both beneficial and detrimental. The desire for attention may lead to creative expression and a strong sense of individuality. However, it can also impact their self-esteem if they feel they are constantly in competition for parental affection. The youngest child's playful nature and ability to charm can aid in social interactions, but they may struggle with issues of responsibility and self-discipline compared to their older siblings. Only children experience a different path in personality development, often shaped by the absence of sibling relationships. This lack of competition for attention can lead to higher self-esteem and independence, as they are typically the sole focus of their parents' attention. However, they may also face challenges in developing social skills, as their interactions are primarily with adults. The desire for companionship can lead only children to seek out friendships more aggressively, and their experiences can foster a strong sense of loyalty and commitment in relationships. The dynamics of birth order are further complicated by age gaps between siblings. Significant differences in age can create distinct family roles, which in turn influence personality development. Older siblings may adopt a caretaker role, while younger siblings might be shielded from responsibilities, leading to different perspectives on duty and independence. Parental perceptions based on birth order also play a pivotal role, with parents often unconsciously treating siblings in ways that reinforce their birth order roles. Cultural influences and gender dynamics can further shape these experiences, highlighting the multifaceted nature of personality development in relation to birth order. Understanding these dynamics provides valuable insights into how early family interactions can set the stage for lifelong personality traits and relational patterns. Chapter 7: Parental Perception and Birth Order. How parents view their children. The way parents perceive their children plays a crucial role in shaping their development, particularly in the context of birth order. Parents often have distinct expectations and attitudes toward each child based on their position in the family. Firstborn children frequently attract more attention and responsibility, as parents may see them as extensions of their own values and ambitions. This perception can lead to heightened expectations for leadership and achievement, which can instill a sense of accountability and a strong work ethic in the firstborn. Consequently, these children may develop traits associated with leadership, such as decisiveness and a drive to excel. Middle children often find themselves navigating a unique landscape shaped by their siblings' positions. Parents may view them as peacemakers, leading to an environment where they feel pressured to mediate conflicts while also seeking recognition. This can result in feelings of neglect or invisibility, as the middle child may struggle to stand out in a family where attention is often focused on the firstborn's achievements and the youngest child's charm. However, these dynamics can also foster resilience and adaptability, as middle children often learn to negotiate and cultivate strong interpersonal skills to carve out their niche within the family. Youngest children are typically perceived by parents as more carefree and less burdened by responsibilities. This perception can lead to a nurturing environment where parents indulge the youngest sibling, fostering a sense of freedom and creativity. However, this attention can also manifest as a desire for validation, leading to attention-seeking behaviors. The youngest child may grow up with a heightened sense of self-awareness, influenced by the need to differentiate themselves from their older siblings. As a result, they often develop traits associated with spontaneity and sociability, which can have lasting effects on their self-esteem and approach to relationships. Only children experience a different parental perspective, often characterized by heightened expectations and intense focus. Without siblings, only children may receive undivided attention from their parents, which can lead to a strong sense of independence and self-sufficiency. However, this dynamic can also result in challenges in developing social skills, as they may lack the daily interactions that occur in larger families. Parents may view only children as mature for their age, which can lead to increased pressure to perform. Consequently, these children often exhibit traits such as self-reliance and perfectionism, which can shape their adult relationships and professional lives. Age gaps between siblings further complicate parental perceptions and their implications for personality development. Parents may treat children differently based on their developmental stages, leading to a range of experiences that can either enhance or hinder personality traits. For instance, a significant age gap might afford the older sibling a mentoring role, fostering leadership qualities, while the younger sibling could develop a sense of independence earlier due to less direct competition for parental attention. These dynamics highlight the intricate interplay between parental perceptions, birth order, and the resulting personality traits, ultimately shaping how children navigate their personal and professional lives as they transition into adulthood. Influence on personality and self-awareness. The influence of birth order on personality and self-awareness is a complex interplay of familial dynamics, individual experiences, and societal expectations. Each sibling position, firstborn, middle child, youngest, or only child, carries with it a set of characteristics that can shape not only how children perceive themselves, but also how they interact with the world around them. Understanding these influences helps to elucidate the ways in which personality traits are formed and developed throughout childhood and into adulthood. Firstborn children often emerge as natural leaders, bearing the weight of responsibility that comes from being the eldest. They tend to exhibit traits such as conscientiousness, ambition, and a strong sense of duty. This leadership quality is frequently reinforced by parental expectations, as firstborns are often seen as role models for their younger siblings. Consequently, they may develop a heightened sense of self-awareness, understanding their impact on family dynamics and their role within the social hierarchy. However, this pressure can also lead to perfectionism and anxiety, as firstborns strive to meet high expectations set by both parents and themselves. In contrast, middle children often grapple with feelings of being overshadowed or neglected, leading to a unique set of personality traits. They may develop a strong sense of diplomacy and negotiation skills, often becoming the peacemakers in family conflicts. This role can foster resilience and adaptability as middle children learn to carve out their niche within the family structure. However, the struggle for attention can also instill a sense of insecurity, influencing their self-awareness and interpersonal relationships. Understanding this dynamic can help middle children recognize their strengths and mitigate feelings of inadequacy. Youngest children, on the other hand, are frequently characterized by their carefree nature and desire for attention. As the babies of the family, they may be more spontaneous and open to new experiences, often benefiting from the care and guidance of their older siblings. However, this attention-seeking behavior can also lead to challenges in developing independence and self-discipline. The youngest child's personality often reflects a blend of playfulness and a quest for validation, which can have lasting implications on their self-esteem and social interactions as they transition into adulthood. Only children represent a distinct category in the birth order narrative, often exhibiting traits associated with maturity and independence. Lacking siblings, only children may develop strong social skills through interactions with adults, but they might also face challenges in sharing and collaboration. This dynamic can create a duality in their personality, where they are both self-reliant and, at times, overly dependent on parental approval. The absence of sibling rivalry can lead to a different set of self-awareness issues, where only children must navigate their identities without the comparative lens that siblings provide. Lastly, age gaps between siblings can significantly affect personality formation and family dynamics. Larger age differences may result in distinct family roles, as older siblings might take on more of a parental role for their younger siblings. This can lead to unique developmental experiences that shape each child's personality in different ways, creating a spectrum of self-awareness and interpersonal skills. Understanding these nuances can offer valuable insights into how birth order and sibling relationships contribute to the broader landscape of personality development, ultimately influencing personal and professional lives as individuals grow into adulthood. Long-term effects of parental attitudes. The long-term effects of parental attitudes toward their children's birth order can significantly shape personality development and interpersonal dynamics throughout life. Parents often unconsciously apply different expectations and behaviors toward their children based on their position among siblings. Firstborns may be encouraged to take on leadership roles, while middle children might be seen as mediators. Youngest siblings often receive more leniency, while only children may experience heightened expectations due to their status as the sole focus of their parents' attention. These differing parental attitudes can instill specific personality traits and coping mechanisms that persist into adulthood. Firstborn children frequently embody traits such as responsibility, ambition, and leadership. The parental attitude toward the firstborn often involves higher expectations, which can foster a sense of duty and competence. These children may develop strong organizational skills and an inclination to take charge, as they are often called upon to set examples for their younger siblings. In professional settings, these traits can translate into leadership positions, where firstborns excel due to their ingrained sense of responsibility and ability to navigate complex social dynamics. However, the pressure to succeed can also lead to perfectionism and anxiety, illustrating the complex interplay of parental attitudes and personality development. Middle children, on the other hand, face unique challenges and opportunities stemming from their position. Often perceived as the peacemakers, middle children may develop strong negotiation and compromise skills, shaped by a parental focus on maintaining harmony within the family. However, feelings of neglect or being overshadowed by their siblings can lead to issues with self-esteem and a constant quest for validation. These dynamics often compel middle children to carve out their own identity, leading to adaptability and a strong sense of social awareness. In adulthood, these traits can manifest in cooperative teamwork and mediation roles, although the emotional scars from feeling overlooked may persist. Youngest siblings typically enjoy the benefits of a more relaxed parental approach, which can foster creativity and a carefree attitude. The attention-seeking behavior often associated with youngest children can be a direct response to their need for recognition amid the achievements of their older siblings. This dynamic can result in a robust sense of individuality and a willingness to take risks, traits that are beneficial in creative and dynamic professional fields. However, the potential for dependency on external validation can also pose challenges in personal and professional relationships as the youngest child navigates their self-worth in the shadow of their siblings. Only children experience a different set of parental influences that profoundly affect their personality development. With undivided attention from their parents, only children may cultivate advanced social skills and a sense of independence. However, the lack of sibling interactions can lead to challenges in sharing and collaboration. The expectations placed upon only children can result in high achievement, but may also engender feelings of isolation or pressure to excel. Understanding the long-term effects of these parental attitudes is crucial, as they shape not only the personality traits of only children, but also their ability to connect with others as they transition into adulthood. As such, the interplay between parental attitudes and birth order underscores the importance of nurturing a balanced approach to parenting that considers the unique needs of each child. Chapter 8: Cultural Influences on Birth Order Effects. Birth order perception in different cultures. Birth order perception varies significantly across different cultures, influencing how individuals understand their roles within the family unit and society. In many Western cultures, the traits associated with firstborns, middle children, youngest siblings, and only children are often viewed through a lens of competition and achievement. For example, firstborns are frequently seen as responsible leaders, expected to set an example for their younger siblings. This perception aligns with the cultural emphasis on achievement and individualism, where the firstborn's success is celebrated and often linked to their leadership qualities. In contrast, cultures that prioritize collectivism may have a different perspective on birth order. In some Asian cultures, for instance, the responsibilities of the firstborn extend beyond personal achievement to include familial obligations, such as caring for younger siblings and contributing to the family's well-being. Middle children may be regarded as mediators, valued for their ability to maintain harmony within the family. This perception can shape the middle child's personality, encouraging them to adopt peacemaking roles and fostering strong interpersonal skills that are essential in collectivist societies. Youngest children often enjoy a more lenient upbringing in many cultures, which can lead to the perception of them as carefree and adventurous. However, in cultures that emphasize discipline and hard work, youngest children may also feel pressure to compete for attention and approval, potentially leading to attention-seeking behaviors. These cultural nuances highlight how the youngest siblings' traits can be interpreted differently, influencing their self-esteem and self-image based on societal expectations. Only children, on the other hand, often experience a unique set of perceptions that vary by culture. In some societies, they are viewed as mature and responsible due to their adult-like interactions with parents, while in others, they may be perceived as spoiled or overly dependent. This cultural dichotomy can significantly impact their social skills, independence, and overall personality development, shaping how they navigate relationships both during childhood and in adulthood. The presence of significant age gaps between siblings also alters cultural perceptions of birth order. In cultures where large families are common, older siblings may take on a more parental role, influencing the dynamics of the family. Conversely, in smaller families, age differences can lead to a more egalitarian relationship where siblings share experiences more equally. Understanding these cultural differences is essential, as they not only inform how birth order is perceived, but also highlight the complex interplay of familial roles and personal identity, ultimately shaping personality traits and behaviors across individuals' lifespans. Cultural practices and their impact on personality. Cultural practices play a significant role in shaping the personality traits associated with birth order. These practices, which can vary widely across different societies, influence how parents perceive their children based on their position in the family. For instance, in cultures that emphasize collectivism, firstborns might be expected to adopt leadership roles and demonstrate responsibility from an early age, aligning with their natural tendencies. Conversely, in more individualistic societies, firstborns may face pressure to excel academically and professionally, potentially fostering competitiveness and perfectionism. Understanding these cultural contexts is vital for comprehending how birth order impacts personality development. Firstborn children often exhibit distinct personality traits that can be reinforced or challenged by cultural expectations. Common characteristics include being organized, responsible, and often viewed as natural leaders. In cultures that value hierarchy and authority, firstborns may be given more significant responsibilities, leading them to develop strong leadership skills. However, this can also result in heightened stress and anxiety as they strive to meet expectations. The cultural lens through which firstborns are viewed can further shape their self-perception and influence how they navigate personal and professional relationships throughout their lives. Middle children frequently find themselves in a unique position within the family dynamic, and cultural practices can exacerbate or alleviate the challenges they face. Many middle children report feelings of being overlooked or neglected, which can foster a sense of adaptability and peacemaking qualities. In cultures that celebrate cooperation and harmony, these traits may be nurtured, allowing middle children to thrive in collaborative environments. However, in more competitive cultures, the struggle for attention and validation can lead to issues with self-esteem and assertiveness, impacting their personality development and interpersonal relationships. Youngest children often embody traits such as being carefree, adventurous, and attention-seeking. Cultural attitudes towards the youngest sibling can significantly influence these traits. In support of cultures that embrace the uniqueness of the youngest, these children may develop high self-esteem and a strong sense of identity. However, if cultural norms dictate that the youngest should be more subdued, this can lead to internal conflict and insecurity. The interplay between cultural expectations and the inherent characteristics of youngest siblings plays a crucial role in shaping their overall personality and life choices. Only children, often perceived through the lens of cultural narratives that emphasize independence and self-reliance, may develop distinct personality traits as a result of their upbringing. Without siblings, they may experience a unique environment that promotes maturity and self-sufficiency, but can also hinder their social skills if they lack exposure to sibling dynamics. Cultural attitudes toward only children can further influence their development, with some cultures celebrating their independence while others may view them as lonely or spoiled. Understanding the cultural context surrounding only children is essential for grasping how their personality traits are formed and how they navigate their adult lives. Comparative analysis of cultural attitudes. Cultural attitudes toward family dynamics and birth order significantly influence personality development, shaping the unique traits associated with each sibling position. Understanding these cultural perspectives is essential, as they provide context for the behaviors and characteristics that emerge within families. In various societies, cultural norms dictate how firstborns, middle children, youngest siblings, and only children are perceived, impacting their self-esteem, responsibilities, and social interactions. For instance, in cultures that prioritize collectivism, the eldest may be expected to assume leadership roles and care for younger siblings, reinforcing traits of responsibility and authority. Firstborn children often emerge as natural leaders, a trait that is celebrated in many cultures. Their position typically comes with expectations of maturity and reliability. Comparatively, in cultures that value independence and achievement, firstborns may be encouraged to excel academically and professionally, leading to a strong sense of responsibility and ambition. However, this pressure can also result in anxiety and perfectionism. In contrast, cultures that emphasize egalitarianism may not place as much burden on the firstborn, allowing them the freedom to explore their interests while still fostering leadership qualities. Middle children often navigate a complex social landscape, influenced by cultural perceptions of their role. In many Western societies, middle children are often viewed as peacemakers, a characterization that may stem from their position of being sandwiched between siblings. This dynamic can lead to feelings of neglect, but can also cultivate resilience and diplomacy skills. Conversely, in cultures where hierarchy and respect for elders are paramount, middle children may struggle to assert their individuality, which can hinder their self-esteem and personal development. Understanding these dynamics highlights how cultural frameworks shape the experiences of middle children. Youngest siblings are frequently seen as the baby of the family, with cultural attitudes often portraying them as carefree and playful. In cultures that celebrate youth and creativity, youngest children may be encouraged to take risks and express their individuality, fostering a sense of self-confidence. However, this attention can also lead to attention-seeking behaviors or an over-reliance on others. The impact of being the youngest varies significantly across cultures. In some, they may be viewed as less responsible, while in others, they are celebrated for their spontaneity and charm. Only children present a unique case in the analysis of birth order and cultural attitudes. Often perceived as mature and self-reliant, only children may also face stereotypes related to loneliness or social skill deficits. In cultures that value independence, only children may thrive, developing strong individual identities. However, in more collectivist societies, they might experience pressure to conform to group expectations, which can affect their interpersonal relationships. Overall, the cultural context surrounding birth order not only informs familial roles but also profoundly influences personality development, shaping how individuals navigate their personal and professional lives. Chapter 9: Gender and Birth Order Interactions. The role of gender in sibling dynamics. The influence of gender on sibling dynamics is a multifaceted aspect of family life that significantly shapes individual personalities and interpersonal relationships. Gender roles and expectations can affect how siblings interact, compete, and support one another, leading to distinct personality traits and behavioral patterns based on both birth order and gender. Understanding these dynamics can illuminate how siblings navigate their relationships, influencing their development from childhood into adulthood. Firstborn children often carry the weight of responsibility, and their gender can amplify this role. Boys may be encouraged to take on leadership positions, while girls often face societal expectations to be caretakers. These gendered expectations can lead firstborn males to develop traits such as assertiveness and competitiveness, while firstborn females may cultivate nurturing qualities and organizational skills. This differentiation in upbringing can create a foundation for distinct leadership styles in adulthood, where firstborn males may pursue more traditional leadership roles, while firstborn females might excel in collaborative environments. Middle children frequently experience the unique challenge of being sandwiched between siblings, and gender plays a critical role in how they handle this dynamic. Middle sons might feel overshadowed by older brothers or burdened by the expectations set by older sisters, leading to a tendency to seek out their own identity. Conversely, middle daughters may take on the role of peacemaker within the family, often mediating conflicts and developing strong empathy skills. The interplay of gender and birth order can thus foster a sense of diplomacy and negotiation in middle children, traits that can prove invaluable in both personal and professional realms. The youngest siblings are often perceived as the carefree or attention-seeking members of the family, but their gender can influence this perception significantly. Youngest boys might be indulged more, reinforcing a sense of entitlement, while youngest girls may be encouraged to embrace their charm and creativity as a means of gaining attention. These dynamics can lead to differences in self-esteem and social skills, shaping how these individuals navigate relationships outside the family unit. The playful nature associated with youngest siblings may also be viewed through a gendered lens, affecting how they are treated by peers and authority figures as they grow. Only children present a unique case, as they often embody characteristics of both firstborns and youngest siblings. Gender can play a pivotal role in their development, with societal expectations influencing their social skills and independence. Only boys may be perceived as more independent and self-reliant, while only girls might be seen as more collaborative and relationship-oriented. These distinctions can lead to differing outcomes in adult personality traits, career aspirations, and interpersonal relationships. Understanding the interplay of gender and birth order within the context of only children allows for deeper insights into their long-term personal development. In conclusion, the role of gender in sibling dynamics is a crucial factor that shapes personality traits and family interactions across birth orders. As individuals navigate their positions within the family, the interplay between gender and sibling order informs their development, influencing their relationships and self-perceptions well into adulthood. By examining these dynamics, we can better appreciate the complexity of sibling relationships and the long-term effects of birth order on personal and professional lives. Gender-specific traits and behaviors. The formation of personality traits and behaviors in children is intricately linked to their birth order, with significant implications for their development into adulthood. Gender-specific traits and behaviors add another layer of complexity, as the dynamics of sibling relationships often differ based on both birth order and gender composition. This subchapter delves into how these factors intertwine, revealing a rich tapestry of influences that shape personality development and interpersonal interactions. Firstborn children frequently exhibit traits associated with leadership and responsibility. Often seen as the caretakers of their younger siblings, firstborns tend to take on roles that require them to be more organized, disciplined, and achievement-oriented. This behavior can be influenced by the expectations placed upon them by parents and the need to set a positive example. Gender dynamics also play a crucial role. For instance, firstborn daughters may feel additional pressure to nurture their siblings, while firstborn sons might be encouraged to assert dominance and take charge. These early experiences can foster confidence and a strong sense of duty, influencing their professional lives and relationships as adults. Middle children often navigate a unique social landscape characterized by their position within the sibling hierarchy. They may feel overlooked compared to their more dominant older siblings and their attention-seeking younger siblings. However, this perceived neglect can cultivate resilience and adaptability. Middle children frequently develop strong negotiation skills, often acting as mediators during sibling conflicts. Gender can further impact these dynamics. For example, a middle daughter may feel compelled to fit into the nurturing role while also vying for attention, whereas a middle son could adopt a more rebellious stance. This balancing act shapes their social interactions and personal identities throughout their lives. Youngest children typically embody traits of being carefree and playful, often benefiting from the indulgence of their older siblings and parents. They may develop a strong desire for attention and approval, leading to behaviors that range from being charming and outgoing to overly dependent. Gender dynamics can further accentuate these traits. Youngest daughters may be perceived as daddy's little girl, while youngest sons might be seen as the family's baby. These perceptions influence how they approach relationships and self-esteem, often resulting in a blend of confidence and insecurity that can persist into adulthood. Only children face a distinct set of challenges and advantages as they grow up without siblings to compete with or learn from. This isolation can foster independence, creativity, and self-reliance, but it may also lead to difficulties in social situations where cooperation and negotiation are essential. Gender can amplify these traits. For example, only daughters might develop a heightened sense of responsibility, while only sons may struggle with expectations of masculinity. Understanding these gender-specific traits highlights the importance of familial context in shaping personality and behavior, underscoring the need for parents to recognize and nurture the unique qualities of their children, regardless of their birth order. In summary, the interplay of gender and birth order profoundly influences personality development, resulting in a diverse array of traits and behaviors that can shape individuals throughout their lives. By examining these interactions, we gain valuable insights into how family dynamics impact personal growth, social skills, and professional trajectories. Recognizing these nuances fosters a deeper understanding of the long-term effects of birth order on personality, ultimately helping individuals navigate their relationships and careers with greater awareness and appreciation for their unique backgrounds. Impact on personality development. The influence of birth order on personality development is a nuanced topic that encompasses a range of psychological, social, and familial factors. Each position among siblings, whether firstborn, middle child, youngest, or only child, contributes distinct characteristics that can shape an individual's behavior, coping mechanisms, and interpersonal skills. Understanding these dynamics is essential for recognizing how birth order can play a pivotal role in forming personality traits that persist into adulthood. Firstborn children typically exhibit characteristics such as responsibility, leadership, and a strong work ethic. As the initial child in the family, they often assume caretaking roles and are expected to set examples for their younger siblings. This position can lead firstborns to develop a sense of authority and confidence, which may translate into effective leadership skills later in life. However, the pressure to perform and meet parental expectations can also foster perfectionism and anxiety, highlighting the dual-edged nature of firstborn personality traits. Middle children often navigate unique dynamics that influence their personality development. Frequently perceived as the neglected child or the peacekeeper in family disputes, middle children may cultivate strong negotiation skills and empathy. They often learn to advocate for themselves and their needs, which can lead to a strong sense of independence. However, feelings of being overlooked can also create challenges, such as low self-esteem or a constant need for validation, shaping their interactions and relationships outside of the family unit. Youngest children, on the other hand, are often seen as playful and charming, sometimes labeled as the baby of the family. This position tends to foster a carefree attitude, with youngest siblings often seeking attention and validation from both parents and siblings. While this can lead to high levels of creativity and sociability, it can also result in issues related to self-esteem and reliance on external validation. Their personality development is often marked by a desire to carve out their own identity, distinct from older siblings, which can lead to both positive and negative outcomes in adulthood. Only children experience a different set of dynamics, as they lack siblings to compete with or collaborate alongside. This unique situation often leads to advanced social skills, independence, and maturity, as only children are frequently required to engage with adults more than their peers. However, the absence of sibling relationships can also result in challenges such as loneliness or difficulties in sharing and cooperation. Ultimately, the impact of birth order on personality development is complex, with age gaps, parental perceptions, cultural influences, and sibling gender compositions all playing significant roles in shaping individual traits and behaviors. Understanding these influences can provide valuable insights into personal and professional lives as individuals navigate their environments and relationships. Chapter 10: Impact of Sibling Rivalry. Understanding sibling rivalry. Sibling rivalry is a complex phenomenon that often stems from the dynamics created within a family, particularly as influenced by the birth order of children. Understanding sibling rivalry requires an exploration of how each child's position in the birth order shapes their personality traits, behaviors, and interactions with one another. Firstborns, middle children, youngest siblings, and only children all experience unique challenges and advantages that contribute to the rivalry and how it manifests in their relationships. This subchapter delves into the nuances of sibling rivalry and its long-term effects on personality development, providing insight into how these early relationships continue to impact individuals throughout their lives. Firstborn children frequently assume leadership roles within the family, often taking on responsibilities that shape their personalities. Their position as the eldest often instills in them a strong sense of duty and a desire for achievement. This drive can lead to healthy competition with younger siblings, as firstborns may feel pressured to set a standard that others are expected to follow. However, this rivalry can also cultivate feelings of resentment if firstborns perceive their siblings as threats to their status or achievements. The resulting dynamics can foster competitiveness, but they also nurture skills such as conflict resolution and empathy, as firstborns learn to negotiate their place within the familial hierarchy. Middle children often navigate a more complex emotional landscape, as they may feel overshadowed by their older siblings while also being expected to mentor or support their younger siblings. This position can lead to a sense of neglect or invisibility, which might manifest as a quest for attention or validation. However, middle children also develop unique strengths, such as adaptability and peacemaking skills. These characteristics can inform how they engage in sibling rivalry, often acting as mediators in conflicts or working to maintain harmony within the family. Understanding these dynamics helps illuminate how middle children cope with rivalry and how those experiences shape their interpersonal skills in adulthood. Youngest siblings typically enjoy a different set of dynamics, often characterized by a more carefree and playful approach to life. Their position as the baby of the family can lead to attention-seeking behaviors, as they strive to carve out their identity in a family where older siblings have set precedents. This dynamic can lead to rivalry, as youngest siblings may feel the need to assert themselves against the more established roles of their older siblings. The need for validation can influence their self-esteem, driving them to either seek approval through success or rebel against family expectations. As adults, these experiences can manifest in their personal and professional relationships, often impacting their confidence and assertiveness. Only children face a different set of challenges altogether. Lacking siblings, they often develop distinct personality traits influenced heavily by their interactions with parents and peers. The absence of sibling rivalry can mean that only children may struggle with social skills, as they do not have the same opportunities to navigate conflicts and negotiation within a sibling context. However, this isolation can also foster a high degree of independence and self-sufficiency. Understanding the dynamics of sibling rivalry, even in the absence of siblings, sheds light on how only children form their identities and approach relationships in adulthood. The age gaps between siblings also play a crucial role in shaping personality development and the nature of sibling rivalry. Significant age differences can lead to varying degrees of rivalry, as older siblings may adopt caretaking roles while younger siblings may feel a disconnect from their older counterparts. These dynamics can influence how children perceive their roles within the family and how they relate to one another. Overall, sibling rivalry rooted in birth order and age differences not only shapes immediate interactions, but also has profound, lasting effects on personality traits, career paths, and interpersonal relationships throughout life. By examining these elements, we gain a richer understanding of the intricate tapestry of sibling relationships and their long-term implications. Effects on personality traits. The exploration of personality traits in relation to birth order reveals intricate dynamics that shape the lives of individuals from childhood through adulthood. Each sibling position, firstborn, middle child, youngest, and only child, carries distinct characteristics that influence personal and professional lives. Understanding these traits helps illuminate the pathways through which birth order shapes behaviors, relationships, and self-perception. The implications of these personality traits resonate not only within family dynamics, but also extend into broader social contexts and career trajectories. Firstborn children are often characterized by their leadership qualities and sense of responsibility. As the eldest siblings, they tend to take on caregiver roles, establishing themselves as role models for their younger siblings. This early assumption of responsibility can lead to well-developed organizational skills and a strong work ethic. However, firstborns may also experience pressure to meet high expectations, which can foster perfectionist tendencies or anxiety. The dual nature of their strengths and challenges plays a pivotal role in shaping their identity and interactions, influencing their approach to teamwork and authority in adult life. Middle children navigate a unique position within the family structure, often dubbed the neglected sibling. This can lead to feelings of being overlooked, prompting them to develop strong negotiation and peacemaking skills. As they strive to claim their identity outside the shadows of their older siblings, middle children may cultivate adaptability and resilience. These experiences foster a sense of empathy and understanding, equipping them with the ability to mediate conflicts not only within the family but also in professional settings. The middle child's quest for individuality often drives them to excel in collaboration and compromise, impacting their interpersonal relationships significantly. Youngest children frequently embody traits of spontaneity and charm, often seen as the family's free spirits. Their position allows them to adopt a more carefree attitude, sometimes leading to attention-seeking behaviors. While this can enhance creativity and sociability, it may also impact their self-esteem and sense of autonomy. Youngest siblings often benefit from the experiences of their older siblings, which can lead to a more relaxed approach to challenges. As adults, these traits can translate into innovative thinking and an ability to adapt to various social situations, although they may also grapple with issues of self-doubt or dependence. Only children, while not directly fitting into the typical birth order framework, exhibit unique personality traits shaped by their lack of sibling interactions. The absence of siblings can lead to enhanced independence and self-reliance, but it may also result in challenges in social situations. Only children often engage in adult conversations with their parents, fostering maturity and strong verbal skills. However, they may struggle with sharing and conflict resolution due to limited practice in sibling interactions. The social skills and adaptability of only children can vary widely, influenced by their upbringing and parental expectations, which play a crucial role in their overall personality development. The age gaps between siblings further complicate the birth order narrative, influencing personality formation and family dynamics. Significant age differences can alter the dynamics of sibling relationships, as older siblings may adopt more parental roles while younger siblings benefit from less direct competition. This can lead to varying degrees of independence and responsibility among siblings, affecting their self-perception and interpersonal skills. Cultural perceptions of birth order and sibling relationships also shape these dynamics, highlighting the need to consider the broader societal context in which personality traits develop. Understanding these factors provides valuable insights into how birth order impacts individuals throughout their lives, shaping their identities and the ways they interact with the world. Conflict resolution skills and competitiveness. Conflict resolution skills are critical in every aspect of life, particularly in personal relationships and professional environments. The dynamics of birth order play a significant role in shaping these skills, influencing how individuals approach competition, negotiation, and collaboration. Firstborns, middle children, youngest siblings, and only children each exhibit distinct characteristics that affect their ability to navigate conflicts and assert themselves in competitive situations. Understanding these dynamics can provide valuable insights into individual behavior and interpersonal effectiveness. Firstborn children often develop strong leadership qualities, as they usually take on responsibilities early in life. This experience can translate into effective conflict resolution skills, as firstborns tend to be organized and goal-oriented. They are accustomed to mediating disputes, whether between themselves and their siblings or among their peers. Their natural inclination to lead can also foster competitiveness, as they strive to maintain their position as the responsible sibling. However, this competitiveness may sometimes lead to rigidity in conflict situations, where they may struggle to compromise or consider alternative perspectives. Middle children, often referred to as the peacemakers of the family, exhibit unique qualities that influence their conflict resolution approaches. Their position in the family can lead to feelings of being overlooked, which may cultivate empathy and a strong desire for harmony. As middle children navigate the dynamics of being sandwiched between older and younger siblings, they often develop exceptional negotiation skills. This ability to mediate conflict stems from their experiences of both rivalry and cooperation, allowing them to advocate for others while also seeking compromise in their own disputes. This adaptability can foster a less competitive nature, focusing instead on collaboration and understanding. Youngest children tend to be more carefree and attention-seeking, which can affect their conflict resolution techniques. Their experiences often center around being the baby of the family, which may lead them to adopt a more playful or rebellious approach to conflicts. While they may initially shy away from confrontation, their desire for attention can drive them to assert themselves in competitive situations. This can manifest as a struggle to take conflicts seriously or to engage constructively, potentially leading to impulsive decisions or emotional responses. However, their charm and ability to connect with others can also facilitate resolution when they do choose to engage. Only children, lacking the immediate competition of siblings, often develop a unique set of conflict resolution skills. Their upbringing typically emphasizes independence and self-sufficiency, which can enhance their assertiveness in both personal and professional realms. However, the absence of sibling interactions can hinder their ability to navigate conflict smoothly, as they may not have had the same opportunities to practice negotiation or compromise. As adults, only children might find themselves needing to consciously develop these skills, particularly in competitive environments where collaboration is essential for success. Understanding these nuances allows individuals to appreciate the variety of conflict resolution styles influenced by birth order, fostering greater empathy and cooperation in diverse settings. Chapter 11: Long-term effects of birth order on adult personality. Adult personality traits linked to birth order. The exploration of adult personality traits linked to birth order offers valuable insights into how early familial dynamics influence individual development. Birth order has long been a topic of interest among psychologists and sociologists, with research suggesting that a child's position among siblings can have lasting effects on their personality traits. Firstborns, middle children, youngest siblings, and only children each exhibit distinct characteristics shaped by their unique experiences within the family structure. Understanding these traits provides a framework for comprehending the complexities of adult behavior and interpersonal relationships. Firstborn children often emerge as natural leaders, a trait that stems from their early experiences of responsibility and expectation. As the eldest, they typically receive more attention and pressure to excel, which can cultivate traits such as conscientiousness, organization, and a strong sense of duty. This upbringing often leads firstborns to assume leadership roles in both personal and professional contexts. However, they may also struggle with perfectionism and fear of failure, as they strive to meet the high standards set by themselves and their parents. These dynamics create a unique blend of ambition and anxiety, influencing their adult interactions and career trajectories. Middle children frequently navigate a complex landscape of familial relationships, often feeling overshadowed by their older siblings and overlooked compared to the attention lavished on the youngest. This position can cultivate strengths such as adaptability, diplomacy, and conflict resolution skills, as they often act as peacemakers within the family unit. However, they may also grapple with feelings of neglect or inadequacy, which can affect their self-esteem and interpersonal relationships. The dynamics of being a middle child can lead to a strong sense of empathy, as they learn to understand and mediate differing perspectives, a valuable trait in both personal and professional environments. Youngest children typically exhibit characteristics that are more carefree and attention-seeking, often due to being the baby of the family. This position can foster a sense of confidence and creativity, as they tend to be less burdened by the expectations placed on their older siblings. However, this desire for attention can lead to challenges in self-discipline and responsibility, impacting their professional lives. The youngest child's inclination to seek approval and recognition may manifest in an enhanced ability to form social connections, but it may also result in difficulties when faced with criticism or failure. Only children experience a different dynamic altogether, often benefiting from undivided parental attention and resources. This can lead to heightened independence and maturity as they frequently engage in adult conversations and activities. However, only children may also face challenges in social situations, as they lack the experience of negotiating sibling relationships. Their personality traits often reflect a blend of leadership and social anxiety, impacting their ability to form close relationships outside the family. The absence of siblings can lead to a strong sense of self, but may also create difficulties in collaborative settings, where compromise and teamwork are essential. In examining the effects of age gaps between siblings, it becomes clear that these differences significantly influence personality development. Larger age differences can create distinct family roles, with older siblings taking on more caregiving responsibilities, while younger siblings may feel the pressure of living up to their elder siblings' achievements. This dynamic can lead to unique personality traits, as each child adapts to their role within the family. Ultimately, the interplay of birth order, parental perception, cultural influences, and sibling dynamics shapes the long-term personality traits that manifest in adulthood, affecting career choices, interpersonal relationships, and overall life satisfaction. Understanding these connections helps illuminate the profound impact of family structure on individual development. Career choices and work dynamics. Career choices and work dynamics are deeply intertwined with the personality traits developed during childhood, particularly those influenced by birth order. Firstborn children often emerge as natural leaders, characterized by a strong sense of responsibility and a desire to succeed. These traits can manifest in their professional lives, where they may gravitate towards roles that require leadership, structure, and accountability. Their upbringing, often marked by parental expectations and the need to set a good example for younger siblings, fosters an environment that cultivates ambition and diligence. As adults, firstborns may find themselves pursuing careers that allow them to exercise authority and make decisions, reflecting their formative experiences as the eldest in their families. In contrast, middle children frequently navigate a unique set of challenges and strengths that shape their career choices and work dynamics. Often perceived as peacemakers and adaptable individuals, middle children may seek collaborative roles in their professional lives. Their experiences of being overshadowed by older siblings can lead them to develop strong negotiation skills and a knack for diplomacy, making them effective team players. However, the feeling of being overlooked may also spur middle children to carve out distinct identities in their careers, seeking fields where they can excel independently or find their niche. Understanding these dynamics provides insight into how middle children approach their professional paths. Youngest children, characterized by their carefree and attention-seeking nature, may pursue careers that allow for creativity and flexibility. These traits often translate into a preference for less conventional job roles, where they can express their individuality and charm. The dynamics of being the youngest in a family can foster a sense of confidence and a willingness to take risks, which are valuable assets in today's ever-evolving job market. However, the quest for attention and validation may also lead to challenges with authority figures or traditional career structures. As they navigate their professional lives, youngest siblings often grapple with balancing their desire for recognition against the expectations placed on them by older siblings. Only children, on the other hand, develop a distinct set of personality traits that can significantly influence their career trajectories. Without the direct competition or social interaction that siblings provide, only children may exhibit advanced self-reliance and independence. These attributes can lead them to pursue careers that require strong analytical skills or self-motivation, such as entrepreneurship or research. However, the lack of sibling dynamics may also result in challenges related to social skills and collaboration, potentially affecting their ability to work in team environments. Understanding how these factors shape the work dynamics of only children can illuminate the unique contributions they bring to various professional settings. Finally, the age gaps between siblings can profoundly impact personality formation and subsequent career choices. Significant age differences can lead to varied experiences within the family, where older siblings may take on mentorship roles, influencing the younger siblings' career aspirations. Alternatively, younger siblings might develop a sense of independence and ambition to prove themselves in their professional lives. The interplay of these dynamics not only shapes individual personality traits, but also affects how siblings perceive success and collaboration within the workplace. By considering these factors, we can gain a deeper understanding of the long-term effects of birth order on career choices and work dynamics, emphasizing the importance of family structure in shaping professional identities. Interpersonal relationships in adulthood. Interpersonal relationships in adulthood are deeply influenced by the dynamics established during childhood, particularly through the lens of birth order. Each sibling position, firstborn, middle child, youngest, or only child, carries distinct characteristics that shape personality traits and interpersonal skills. This subchapter explores how these early familial structures lead to specific relational patterns in adulthood, affecting the way individuals interact with peers, partners, and colleagues. Firstborn children often emerge as natural leaders, a trait rooted in their upbringing. Tasked with responsibilities and expectations from an early age, they tend to develop strong organizational skills and a sense of duty, which can significantly influence their adult relationships. In professional settings, firstborns are likely to take charge, often viewed as authoritative figures. However, this inclination can lead to challenges such as perfectionism and difficulty in delegating tasks, which may strain interpersonal dynamics, especially with colleagues or friends who perceive them as overly controlling or serious. Middle children frequently navigate a complex social landscape characterized by feelings of being overlooked or mediating conflicts between siblings. This position fosters unique strengths, such as adaptability and negotiation skills, which prove beneficial in adulthood. Middle children often excel in collaborative environments, leveraging their experience as peacemakers to build bridges among diverse groups. However, the challenge of feeling neglected can lead to issues with self-esteem and assertiveness, impacting their ability to form and maintain strong interpersonal relationships if they struggle to assert their needs and desires. Youngest siblings are typically seen as the free spirits of the family, often indulged and encouraged to explore their creativity. This upbringing can foster a charming and engaging personality, which aids in forming connections with others. However, the need for attention and validation can sometimes manifest as dependency or impulsivity in adult relationships. Understanding these tendencies allows youngest siblings to cultivate healthier interactions by recognizing the importance of balance between independence and seeking support from others. Only children who grow up without siblings often develop a strong sense of self and independence. The lack of sibling rivalry allows them to bond closely with their parents, fostering confidence and self-reliance. However, this unique upbringing can lead to challenges in social settings, as only children may struggle with sharing attention and collaborating with others. Their interpersonal relationships in adulthood can be influenced by a tendency towards self-sufficiency, sometimes resulting in feelings of isolation or difficulty in forming deep connections. Understanding these dynamics is essential for only children as they navigate friendships and romantic relationships. The interplay of sibling age gaps and cultural factors further complicates how birth order shapes interpersonal relationships. Significant age differences can create unique dynamics, leading to a blend of mentorship and rivalry, which can affect personality development differently. Additionally, cultural perceptions of birth order can influence parental behavior and sibling interactions. For instance, in cultures that highly value collectivism, the roles assigned to siblings may encourage cooperation over competition, shaping how these individuals engage in relationships throughout adulthood. Recognizing these diverse influences allows for a more nuanced understanding of how birth order impacts interpersonal relationships, ultimately guiding individuals toward healthier interactions in their personal and professional lives. Chapter 12. Conclusion. Summary of key insights. This subchapter, Summary of Key Insights, encapsulates the pivotal findings regarding the long-term effects of birth order on both personal and professional lives. The exploration of how birth order influences personality development offers a nuanced understanding of individual differences shaped by familial dynamics. Each sibling position, firstborn, middle child, youngest, and only child, brings with it a unique set of characteristics that manifest in distinct ways throughout one's life. These insights not only shed light on individual behaviors, but also on the broader implications for interpersonal relationships and career trajectories. Firstborn children often embody traits such as responsibility, leadership, and a strong sense of duty. Raised as the initial focus of parental attention, they frequently assume roles that require maturity and reliability. This position cultivates a natural inclination towards leadership, as firstborns are often tasked with setting examples for their younger siblings. However, the pressures associated with these expectations can also lead to perfectionism and anxiety. As adults, firstborns may find themselves gravitating towards roles that demand accountability, such as managerial positions, where their innate sense of responsibility can be both a boon and a burden. Middle children navigate a complex dynamic characterized by their unique position in the sibling hierarchy. Often perceived as the peacemakers, they develop strong negotiation skills and are adept at fostering harmony within the family. However, they may also experience feelings of neglect or invisibility, leading to a quest for individuality and recognition. These experiences can manifest in adulthood as a desire for collaboration and teamwork, making middle children particularly effective in roles that require mediation and consensus building. Their ability to empathize with others often positions them as valued team members in professional settings. Youngest children typically display more carefree and adventurous traits, often benefiting from the experiences and resources of their older siblings. This position can foster creativity and a willingness to take risks, as they are less burdened by the expectations that often accompany firstborn status. However, The attention-seeking behavior that may arise from being the youngest can also impact self-esteem, particularly if they feel overshadowed by their siblings. In their professional lives, youngest children may thrive in environments that encourage innovation and playful thinking, often bringing a fresh perspective to established norms. Only children, lacking sibling rivalry and the shared experiences of sibling relationships, tend to develop distinct personality traits. They often exhibit higher levels of independence and self-sufficiency, benefiting from focused parental attention. However, this can also lead to challenges in social interactions, as they might struggle with sharing and collaboration. Understanding the dynamics of only children can illuminate their approach to relationships and careers, as they may excel in roles that require self-direction but need to consciously cultivate teamwork skills. Lastly, the influence of age gaps between siblings cannot be overlooked, as these disparities can significantly shape personality development and family dynamics. Larger age differences often create a mentor-mentee relationship, impacting expectations and interactions among siblings. Cultural influences further complicate these dynamics, with varying perceptions of birth order leading to different familial roles and behaviors. Gender composition within sibling groups also plays a critical role in shaping personality traits, influencing how individuals navigate their environments. By examining these factors collectively, one gains a comprehensive understanding of how birth order intricately weaves itself into the fabric of personal identity and professional development, underscoring its importance in shaping who we become as adults. Implications for personal and professional development. The exploration of birth order and its long-term effects on personal and professional development reveals profound insights that can influence various aspects of life. Understanding how a person's position among siblings shapes their personality traits can be instrumental in guiding individuals toward growth opportunities in both personal and professional realms. Firstborns, middle children, youngest siblings, and only children each exhibit unique characteristics that can either facilitate or hinder their development, depending on the context in which they find themselves. Acknowledging these traits offers a pathway for individuals to better understand themselves and others, enhancing interpersonal relationships and team dynamics in professional settings. Firstborn children frequently display leadership qualities, a propensity for responsibility, and a strong drive for achievement. Their upbringing often entails a significant amount of parental attention and high expectations, which can cultivate a sense of discipline and an inclination toward goal-oriented behavior. In a professional environment, these traits can translate to effective leadership roles where they thrive as decision-makers and organizers. However, firstborns may also experience stress related to perfectionism, which can hinder their ability to delegate tasks or embrace collaborative efforts. Recognizing this potential pitfall can empower firstborns to develop more adaptive strategies, fostering a more inclusive approach to leadership that benefits both personal satisfaction and team cohesion. Middle children often find themselves navigating the complexities of sibling dynamics that can shape their personality in unique ways. Frequently perceived as the peacemakers of the family, middle children may develop strong negotiation and conflict resolution skills. However, they may also struggle with feelings of neglect and invisibility, which can impact their self-esteem and motivation. In a professional context, these individuals might excel in roles that require diplomacy and empathy, yet they may need to actively work on asserting themselves to ensure their contributions are recognized. Understanding their position within the sibling hierarchy can encourage middle children to leverage their adaptability and communication skills, positioning them as valuable team members who can mediate and unify diverse perspectives. Youngest siblings are often characterized by their carefree nature and desire for attention, traits that can significantly influence their personal and professional interactions. The freedom that comes from being the youngest can foster creativity and an adventurous spirit, enabling them to take risks in their careers. However, this attention-seeking behavior may also lead to challenges in self-discipline and accountability. In professional settings, youngest children might need to consciously cultivate a sense of responsibility to balance their playful tendencies with the demands of their work. By acknowledging the duality of their traits, youngest siblings can harness their strengths while addressing areas that require growth, ultimately paving the way for more balanced and successful professional lives. The dynamics of age gaps between siblings provide another layer of complexity in personality formation. Significant age differences can lead to varied developmental experiences, influencing how siblings relate to one another and perceive their roles within the family structure. For instance, older siblings may take on a parental role, providing guidance and support, while younger siblings may benefit from mentorship and advice. These interactions can shape individuals' professional development as they learn collaboration and mentorship skills that are crucial in the workplace. Additionally, the impact of cultural perceptions regarding birth order and sibling dynamics can further complicate these relationships, necessitating a broader understanding of how these factors interplay to affect personal and professional growth. In summary, the implications of birth order on personal and professional development are significant and multifaceted. By examining the traits associated with firstborns, middle children, youngest siblings, and only children, individuals can gain valuable insights into their strengths and challenges. Understanding the effects of age gaps, parental perception, cultural influences, and sibling rivalry can further enrich this knowledge, allowing for more tailored approaches to personal growth and career advancement. Embracing this framework not only enhances self-awareness but also fosters more effective communication and collaboration in diverse environments, ultimately contributing to more fulfilling personal and professional lives. Future research directions. Future research in the realm of birth order and its long-term effects on personality and professional lives is poised to uncover new insights into the intricate dynamics of family structures. As our understanding of personality development continues to evolve, it becomes increasingly important to explore how birth order influences not just immediate characteristics, but also long-lasting behaviors and attitudes in adulthood. This exploration will require comprehensive studies that not only focus on individual traits associated with each birth order position, firstborns, middle children, youngest siblings, and only children, but also consider how these traits interact with other factors like cultural background, parental perceptions, and sibling gender compositions. One promising direction for research involves the deep dive into firstborn personality traits and their implications for leadership and responsibility. While existing literature suggests that firstborns often exhibit traits such as conscientiousness and a strong sense of duty, future studies could investigate how these characteristics manifest in various professional environments. It would be beneficial to analyze whether firstborns are more likely to pursue leadership roles, or if their perceived responsibility translates into higher job performance and satisfaction, especially in comparison to their siblings. Longitudinal studies could provide valuable data on how these traits evolve as firstborns navigate their careers and personal lives over time. Middle children present another area ripe for exploration, particularly regarding their unique challenges and strengths. Research could focus on the psychological implications of being a middle child, such as feelings of neglect or the tendency to act as a mediator in sibling conflicts. By employing qualitative methods, researchers might uncover how these dynamics shape the middle child's self-perception and interpersonal skills. Additionally, examining the long-term effects of these traits on adult relationships and career paths could yield insights into how middle children develop coping mechanisms and resilience, potentially leading to innovative approaches in educational and therapeutic settings. The characteristics of youngest children also warrant further investigation, especially concerning their perception of self and self-esteem. While youngest siblings are often described as carefree and attention-seeking, it would be important to analyze how these traits influence their relationships and career choices. Future research could explore how the dynamics of being the youngest child change with significant age gaps between siblings, or when siblings leave the household. Understanding these nuances could shed light on the social skills and independence of young adults who were raised as the youngest in their families. Lastly, the intersection of cultural influences and gender dynamics with birth order effects presents a fertile ground for future research. Different cultures may perceive and react to birth order in diverse ways, which can significantly impact personality development. Studies that compare cross-cultural perspectives on birth order could provide a richer understanding of how social norms and values shape individual traits. Additionally, examining how gender composition among siblings affects personality dynamics related to birth order can reveal critical insights about behavioral expectations and socialization processes within families. By integrating these multifaceted dimensions into future research, we can better understand the complex interplay between birth order and personality formation, ultimately enriching the discourse on human development from childhood to adulthood.